Hey, group riding's great. I do it, you do it. It's great to spend time with people who share the same passion as you. You can talk about cycling, geeky things, and nobody tells you you're boring. Well, not to your face. But even your jokes get a little bit of a laugh or a smile. You're with people that you share a common bond with. But folks, solo riding is where it's at. If you want to push your fitness, expand your mindset, you've got to include solo rides, especially outdoors, in the wild winds and rains, if you really want to push the limits. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 little tips that I use and I share with my own clients, and it has great results. Okay, number 1, well, it's linked to your warm-up. Now, everybody knows they've got to have a warm-up before we start. We need to raise the core temperature by at least 1 degree before the muscles are working more effectively. We need to make sure we're working aerobically, we're well fueled, etc. So we need to activate the glutes. And how we do that is real simple. So before you go out, I want you to take your bike, create it that you can balance yourself, and you're going to do 10 squats. And as you come up, you squeeze your butt cheeks. Okay, you squeeze them and tell it you're going to start working. Do that 3 times with a rest of about 30 seconds in between. And as you go out on your bike, your glute has now been primed. It's now been told you're going to start working. Because most people have overactive quadriceps without even knowing it. And it's all down to how long we sit down in the day and what our posture's like. So even if you've not done a lot of work off the bike during the week to develop your posture and your core strength, do that little drill and I promise you it will improve the muscle output and the biomechanics of your cycling as you go through your warm-up. Number 2 is, of course you've planned your route. You know exactly where you're going, don't you? You're not leaving it to the last minute. You know where you're going, you've told people, you've done all that. But do you know where your efforts are? Well, any hill I come to, coach, is an effort for me. No, what I mean is you're trying to always avoid having this steady state heart rate in all your rides. Sure, there is a time and a place where it's really important. But for this ride, I want you to think of that shock therapy. I want you to send your heart rate over threshold. Maybe just for a short time, but you're going to really punch. Send it up and then bring it back down. So you're constantly having this sort of up and down roller coaster effect of your heart rate. Plan the route where the efforts are. Maybe you're going to go over 3 hills and you're going to give it everything you've got on those hills. Maybe you've got a time and you know what your personal record is and you can beat it. You may be using apps like Strava and you've got segments uploaded and it's going to tell you. But really dial into planning where those efforts are going to be. Look at the weather. What direction's the wind going to be? Maybe you're going to come home with a tailwind, or maybe you're super tough and you're going to come home with the heartbreak headwind. That's another video. Number 3, the new road discovery. As a cyclist, you're an adventurer. As an adventurer, you want to know what's on the other side of that hill that you've never ridden on. Or maybe there's a road that you've always passed, but it's not been on the group ride itinerary that's been planned by someone else, and you just turn up and you follow the wheels. Not today, my friend. Today you are hand solo and you are going solo and you can go wherever you want. So get on that road. Where does it go? Okay, it's a private road and it may go to a farm and you're getting shot at by the farmer. No, only joking. But try and find a road that you've not been on before. They're there. They're there all the time. Maybe you know exactly the kind of area it's going to bring you out on, but it's a new road. That new road feeling, that's that reason we got into cycling in the first place. You as a little kid getting that freedom on the bike and just going 1 more block than you've ever gone before. Try it. It can really open up your mind and it can improve commitment and motivation to go again the following week. I try and get riders to do this at least once a week. Maybe it's a longer ride. Maybe you've even done a group ride and you're finishing off the group ride, but you're finishing off at a point that you know, hey, I've still got an hour to go before I go home. I'll do 2 hours of the group ride, but I'll peel off at this point because I want to go down that route there. The group ride's going another way. There's so many options, but get on that new road and try and dial back to you as a kid, that freedom that you had as a cyclist. It's great, and it will really boost your training because you'll turn up to the next session desperate to find another road. So that's just 3 little tips that will really elevate that precious time that you've got for training, push up your fitness, and it will open up your mind again to why you love cycling. Worth a try, eh? Hey, don't forget, you can leave a comment. Maybe you're unsure about solo riding, maybe you need some more tips about how to move away from that group ride, or maybe try and go long distance. Most people I speak to have gone longer in a group in terms of distance than they ever have as a solo rider. I will always challenge people to tell them, you may have done 100 miles in a group, but you've never truly done 100 miles or 100k or 200k until you've done it solo. It doesn't count in a group because you've got too much protection behind somebody who's got a big ass. Oh, did I say ass? Sorry. Hey, until the next time, you keep smiling, keep spinning, and remember, anyone can train hard, but there's only a few of us can train smart. See you soon.
Whenever your heart is broken,